Hi, everyone. A very good evening to everyone over here, and welcome to Women Shine Talks Show. So, how was the year 2020? You know, when someone asks this question from you, and several things pop up in our minds like a movie, and thinking those things, we sometimes feel very sad, very sometimes very bitter, and sometimes very happy too. So, it is a mixed feeling which we never had all these years. So, yes, welcome to Rewind 2020. Today, we have some amazing personalities from all parts of the world. And as the topic suggests, let's find out some good and bad times from them. So we have right now we have Miss Anu Grover Manchanda, who's a corporate professional from London. Ayanti will be joining in some time. She's a businesswoman from Sri Lanka. Then we have Miss Renita S. Kapoor, an actress from Singapore. We have Ms. Shim Ahmed, a media professional from Maldives. And from a host country, we have Dr. Varsha Kumar. She's a research scholar turned into a women entrepreneur from India. So, welcome everyone to Women Shine Talk Show. Our discussion today will be around 3 pointers. How was the year 2020 for your work? And challenges, or challenges or the best things which happened to you during this time. Just a moment, something. Yeah, and what are the future plans which are there in the pipeline for 2021? So, just a moment, let me just. Yeah, so I think let's go alphabetically order, and I'll. Anu, are you there?
Hi, Aparna. Yes, I'm here. I'm very much here. So, thank you for having me on this forum. So, you've asked
Yeah.
how was year
Yes.
2020?
Yeah.
Um,
In fact, Anu, I'll just interrupt in between before
yeah,
coming to you. I would like to tell viewers about you so that people should know
okay.
what are you and what are you doing, correct? So, like Anu is an experienced gemologist in academic and commercial environments, including supervisory positions. She holds a master's degree in geology. She's a diamond member and fellow of the Gemological Association of Great Britain, a fellow of the National Association of Jewelers, as well as GIA graduate gemologist. Anu was 2004 recipient of the Christie Prize for Gemology before joining GIA in 2015 as a gemology instructor. Anu worked as a senior gemologist at Ankle Skirt Gem Lab, a division of the Birmingham Essay Office, and was also a tutor for the GEM, a correspondence and online distance learning courses. Since 2015, Anu is working as a gemology instructor at the London chapter of Gemological Institute of America. So now over to you, Anu. I would like to know, first of all, since you've been a corporate professional, so like this year 2020, how was it like? Because you know therefore we're like the panelists today are from different backgrounds. So as a professional, corporate professional, how did it really impacted you, your life, your career?
Yeah, thanks again, Aparna, for all that introduction. My actual job at the moment, though I'm a trained gemologist, but actual job at the moment is as an instructor. So I am teaching with the Gemological Institute of America, and we have a London chapter. The main work is to teach gemology students. They come on the campus, and it's like a practical subject. So they have to be we do have online distance courses, but to formally complete the course they do have to do a practical aspect. So we have two-way students coming to us, one distance learning, and then they come and do the practical aspect in the labs on campus. And then we have on-campus students as well, who are there from anywhere from 3 months to 6 months doing their courses on campus, doing the theory as well as their practical aspect. So being an on-campus and practical subject, as soon as the country went into lockdown, obviously the courses were curtailed wherever they were in that time, and students had to go back home. So everything sort of went haywire. It was like a mayhem. And most of our students actually, they come from European countries, Middle East, China, India. So it's not like they were from UK and they could just, take a train or a bus or drive back to their countries. So they had to go back to their own parent countries. And also when they come and do these courses, they have to get study visas. So everything, their plans and everything sort of went sort of kaput. Is like they had their residences, they paid their rents, and but obviously it had to be done because the country was in lockdown. This pandemic, this corona, what we call as a swear word now, COVID-19, it just had taken over everyone. So yes, we were lucky in a way that our government gave us a very good scheme of furlough. So though we were not teaching, we were still getting paid. So it was not just for the instructors, but for the whole country. We had a very good scheme. The chancellor, he has extended that scheme for next year as well till April. So for this year, basically for 2021. So even though we are not teaching, we are getting paid for it. So in a way, okay, you're not like losing your job. But off and on, I've been going in. When the lockdown finished, we started teaching, but then the student number is very low because they had to come and quarantine for 2 weeks, which was not possible for everyone. And then again, people or instructors were put on furlough. So as I say, yeah, that was the way it had affected my work life. So I've been on and off teaching, was planning to go back tomorrow. And again, because of the new wave of the pandemic, which is
exactly,
we've been asked to, stay home till 18th. So we'll be going back on the 18th. So keeping our fingers crossed on that.
Right. So since you're into like you're an instructor and all, so you must have planned something for 2021. Like it will be more of online things, or like because since like 18 you're not going to office as of now. So what are your like plans for your this institute? Like are they purely into virtual, or it will be a mix of virtual and offline things and all?
Miss, the thing is, okay, I'm not the decision maker, but yes, the company as a whole, we have got roughly 3,000 employees. We got campuses all around the world, 14 countries, we have campuses. So what they are doing, as I told you, we do have a distance learning aspect. So more of the students are enrolling in the distance learning, and we are giving opportunities to our students who had their courses break in between. So they can come and we hold student workrooms, and where they can come and finish their courses, whichever stage they have been, or they can come and do their practical work in those student workrooms. So we are having more of them during the year, rather than, we used to have like few weeks in the beginning of the year and few weeks at the end of the year, but we are having more of those student workroom to accommodate these students who are doing the theory part, distance learning, and the practical aspect they can come and complete during those student workroom. And we are doing more lab classes as well. So again, where they have to only come for a week or a two, finish that aspect, and then they can go back home.
Okay. So now coming to the main issue, like Brexit, if you talk about, like it was in the news recently. So how is it going to affect people of UK, India, and you as an individual?
Okay, yeah, Brexit was another thing that actually the year started with Brexit. Corona came afterwards. It means the whole country was in discussion. Can we get a deal or can we not get a deal? And the whole year, obviously, because it was overshadowed by Corona, but things were happening in the background. But we only got to hear more about Brexit, the last few months, when it came to the end that now something has to be done. No deal was not a very good thing for everyone. So they wanted some type of deal. So we have a deal. So how it will affect UK as a whole? Okay, we won't have EU citizens having the same rights as they used to have. So in a way, sometimes that's what my personal view is, that the EU citizens or the immigrants, they were undercutting the UK citizens in a way that, say, I'll just give you an example. Like if it's a service sector, you want to have something done, you want to have some plumbing done, we would go to the UK stores, hire someone from through the store and get the work done. But then when you have the option of someone who is from Poland, or he's from another EU country, they say, okay, we can do this job for this much less. So they're sort of undercutting your local tradesperson. That's my personal view. As I say, people might think otherwise, that okay, they were getting services much more cheaper and quicker.
Yes.
But sometimes you want the guarantee that if I have any problem, I can go back to, but this guy might go back to his motherland. So that was one aspect. The other aspect, personally, how it affects me is more about holidays. Going to holidays to Europe was easy. Just pick up your car, go through the ferry, land in France, and then you can go anywhere, Germany, France, Switzerland. So that's how we have been doing our holidays for the last couple of years. But yeah, things are going to change. Now we have to make sure our passport is valid for at least 6 months. We need to make sure we have medical insurance, or we need to make sure that our car has all the papers which are required. Driving license means for EU purposes. So yes, that's the only way I would say it has affected us personally.
All right, all right. So thank you so much, Anu, for your views. Now let's move on to another famous I think I'll call her beautiful actress, Janita S. Kapoor. She's Singapore-based, award-winning actress. She's performed nationally and internationally in feature films such as Katha at the Rate 8, Three Sisters and a Dream, Lizard on the Wall, web series on Disney and Hotstar, City of Dreams Season 2. Short films such as The Sacrifice, Ek Phone Call, Afterlife, so many lists is endless, Janita. TV commercials and print ads and theatre productions. A versatile actress performing in different languages such as English, Hindi, Punjabi, and Tamil, is also a singer and award-winning dancer. She enjoys spending quality family time. Meditation, yoga keep her relaxed and energized to continue chasing her passions and profession. She's also a voice dubber, model, founder of RSK Productions PT Limited, Singapore, established in 2017 in Singapore. It is a production house bringing powerful stories of human emotions via theatre and films media. There's much more, 3 short films and 1 theatre production showcased in last 2 years have won awards in the Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Short Film categories. And there are many more projects in the pipeline. What a wonderful introduction, Janita.
Thank you. Thank you, Varna.
Yeah. So moving on to you, same set of things. Like, how was this year as an actress? Because you're in a different profession, no? Wherein one needs to travel so much, do shootings also, because there's very less things online rather than on offline things. So, like, how did you cope up 2020, and how was it your year? What are the challenges you faced in this year?
All right.
Last year. Yeah.
Yeah, as an actor, yes, it was very difficult because and luckily I did my shoot for City of Dreams Season 2 in Mumbai. And the moment I landed back in Singapore, that's when the lockdown happened. And I think a week after or so, in India also the lockdown started and the shoot stopped. So it was difficult, yes, but like creative people, I think, you just can't stop. Like the moment everything went under a lockdown, your brain starts working in a different way. Like, how do you create more stuff? So we landed up creating 2 films, which we shot in our own houses. And one of the films got on Pocket Films, and another one as well on YouTube. And they're doing pretty well. They were just 4 or 5 minutes, but we shot on the phone. And I mean, you just can't live without creating something interesting in those days. And I am also a trainer. I train kids and adults for speech and drama. And I have my own method of teaching where I teach kids how to express themselves creatively. So in March,
Mhm.
when the lockdown started, I started online workshops for kids, which picked
Oh,
up
lovely.
very well. Yeah. So I started classes with kids in US, in India, and Singapore, and somehow it's really hit off very, very well. It's called Creative Minds, and I
Mhm.
think that was something really positive that I jumped into, and it gave me a lot of potential. Like firstly to stay busy and even financially.
Yeah.
I think it was just a blessing. I don't know how things just happened, but it was difficult, like just being stuck in your house completely. And I have two kids, so managing kids and work from home sometimes it's difficult. But luckily, I mean, it was in fact not that tough. And I think we are blessed to be in a country like Singapore, which handled the situation so nicely, so beautifully that,
Correct.
yeah, I mean, we didn't really feel the pinch so much. Now, in fact, we are more or less living like a normal life, except for we have to wear masks and few restrictions,
Mhm.
yes. It was challenging, but at the same time, the country made it very easy for us. Yeah.
Mhm.
And another
That's,
positive thing that happened, if you don't mind, can I just speak about
yeah,
it?
of course, of course. Yes, yes. Carry on.
So I always believe in giving back to community, and I could see a lot of people around me, not around me as in physically, but in India, like my parents and few friends and relatives, suddenly falling into depression and feeling lonely. A lot of questions sprouting up: what's going to happen, and how are we going to deal with the situation? So I just came up with a concept. It's called Samaro, and
Okay.
I started an online platform, and the idea
Mhm.
was just to bring smiles and something that people look forward to. And I started it on a Saturday, and I have
Okay.
already, so every Saturday it happens from 4:30 to 6:30 Singapore time. It's
Okay.
Facebook Live, and I have people joining in from all over the world on
Oh,
Zoom.
great.
Yes,
Okay.
and we've already done 39 episodes. So that somehow brought up so much positivity. People from all over, they had a chance to get ready. Our dresses were like
Mhm.
getting like stale in the cupboard. No need to do makeup,
Yeah.
no need to get ready. And somehow it just gave that, they pep up, that just get ready and come on screen, and, people are performing, singing, acting, dancing, whatever form of art. So
Yeah.
I think it was a blessing that came, and a lot of people started calling it medicine for COVID, which was a huge, huge relief that, what my vision was, it just happened and it helped
Mhm.
people a lot. Yeah. So it's not been that bad. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. To some it's been really a disaster, but to some
yeah,
it's been actually a year of learning. So it's like it's a mixed kind of thing, but like everything is on an extreme side, if you say, because every year we have something good or bad. But this 2020 was actually so much good, so much bad happening in this year. It
yeah.
majorly affected in so many areas. So
Yeah, I
yes,
think more
so
than anything else, it was the fear which was killing everyone, in the sense
right.
that, that uncertainty of things. Yes, it has hit people financially, emotionally, quite a lot. But that fear
Mhm.
has been really scaring everybody. Like there's some people just getting scared of no reason also. If things are fine, even then they're scared.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's
So,
not that
Vyavita, what
great.
are your future plans for this year? Like, there must be something in the pipeline, no? Some production, some scripts, some things for workshops and all. So, what is there you plan to do this year?
Okay, so few things are just happening from next week onwards. Like on the 10th of Jan, I'm doing a workshop, a one-day workshop on poetry and prose, with Mr. Shishir Sharma and another poetess from India. So just
Mm-hmm.
doing it online, and a few master classes and online classes are on. But yes, just waiting for the travel to it has opened up, but not
Yeah.
that comfortably. So there are a few projects in the pipeline, but just waiting for the travel to become more convenient, and then I'll start traveling to India and do some local work as well. Yeah.
Oh, great. So whenever you come to India, I'm from Lucknow. Do
Yes, me too.
connect with us so we can plan things
Sure.
also together.
Absolutely. In fact, just to let the audience know, today only I shared with Aparna, we might be coming up with a workshop in collaboration with Women Shine magazine, probably something for women or, I mean, for adults as well. But let's see, something will come up soon. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So thank you, Renata, so much for your insights and your future plans. So let's moving now. I think we have Shim over here. I'll just add her to the screen.
Thank you, Aparna.
Thank you. Shim,
Yeah.
hello. Yeah.
Hello.
So, yeah, just a moment. Yes. So we have another panelist, Shim Ahmed from Maldives. Shim Ahmed is an educator and a story writer turned award-winning journalist. She founded AO News in 2010 and has been leading the local news media since then and training youths in journalism. She's actively involved in activism and volunteerism domestically and internationally. She is one of the co-founder and president of the very first regional NGO of Maldives, which is SCEAM scheme. So, Shem, again, same things to you as well. You've been into media, so you must be very active with the latest news happening in Maldives, right? So, how was Corona? How was your year in 2020 in Maldives? How it affected your work as a journalist of course of your channel as well, because you have this news channel. So, how were the things for you in 2020 and the challenges you faced?
Good afternoon. First of all, let me thank to you, Miss Aparna and Women Child, for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank
And nice to meet you all, our lovely girls in the panelists and our participants. Wish you all a very happy 2021. The question, how was my year 2020? For me, year 2020 was a year with lots of great opportunities. Like everybody, I too miss the international travels, these informative seminars, amazing expos, and all those holiday funds.
you.
Luckily, in Maldives, we do not have to experience too much of COVID cases, especially
Okay.
the islands which are far from the capital cities, and we do not have to experience such. And Maldives is separated with lots of small islands, and due to the lockdown and travel restrictions, we had to stay back in our islands, and which got me a lot of free time to expand our work and our media house. 10 years back, I started my own online news media. That is in 2011. It was just a local one, catering only for our own city with a population of around 35,000. But 2020 April, we started our news media channel on social media platforms and launched our first digital studio in our city with our own local dialect. And it was the very first newsroom in South Province, providing our youth a wonderful opportunity to fulfill their dreams of becoming a TV presenter.
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, I'm one of the co-founder and the president of the very first regional NGO of Maldives scheme, that is Southern Community Empowerment Association of Maldives. In, the, in this year, 2020, our NGO team traveled from island to island, these beautiful islands of Maldives, and in this region, and we conducted several programs, which includes women empowerment and girls' days and youth events, etc. Additionally, I'm currently working with China Maldivian Cultural Association, the CMCF, is their South Regional Coordinator. We managed to conduct Chinese language training programs and train more than 200 youth in this year. Maldives
Okay.
is mainly the economy depends on tourism, and two-thirds of
Yeah.
the youth they are working in tourism sector. So indeed, it's a very helpful program for those resort employees and who stay back at their islands during the lockdown period. I look back at 2020, I would say it was a year full of challenges, a new experience, and a year full of opportunities to grow and learn so many things. Thank you.
Okay, so like in fact, if I see this way, like because Maldives is a tourist destination, so a lot of travel was actually badly affected by this corona, right? But then you
Yeah,
saw this problem, and then you created an opportunity for the people who are there in the travel industry. So that's
yeah.
really wonderful, Shim, which you are doing it. And can you just tell more about what is scheme and what are the activities you do over here?
Yeah, scheme, no, that is Southern Community Empowerment Association of Maldives. It's long form. Scheme is
Hmm.
an umbrella NGO which aims
Okay.
to support local NGOs, institutions, and whole community in working towards community empowerment, engagement, and development.
Hmm.
Scheme is the very first regional NGO registered in Maldives on 2019, 9th of June, yes, which
Okay.
works closely with the community of the four southernmost atolls. Our vision is to collectively empower and build a resilient, independent, and engaging community.
Hmm.
Then our mission is to work towards empowering and engaging the community by creating economically and socially viable environment for all.
Okay.
We aim to build a community that focuses on the religious, economic, and environment in this infrastructure, cultural and physical,
Okay.
and mental well-being of the community at large. During
That's
this
great.
pandemic, in this year, we have successfully conducted certain programs, although we couldn't go on with our annual calendar. On
Hmm.
the occasion of World Elderly People, we had conducted some programs for elderly people and established a club for people above 65. And
Hmm.
would like to highlight our Unity Day program that is December 24th.
Hmm.
Especially
Okay.
for the women entrepreneurs who work from home, we conducted program. The main
Okay.
focus of program, it is Women Entrepreneur Expo was to provide a platform to showcase the skill and creativity of women entrepreneurs in the region.
Mhm.
Then
Okay.
I would like to thank all the hardworking members in our team, and without their hard work, and support, we couldn't make it possible. And our main strength is that we have our own media, which we can promote our NGO.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. That's right.
A1M covers all the activities of our works. That's it.
Hmm. Okay. So, what are your plans for this year? Like more activities, more different kind of things you plan to do this time?
Yes, there are lots of things.
As
Uh, Year 2021, uh, it would be the year we will be celebrating our media's 10th anniversary. For this
okay.
year, our main goal is to establish fully equipped digital studio in each and every ethos of the South region and start broadcasting as a regional media with our own dialects. We
Okay.
also plan to establish our journalism school. We also uh, and conduct various media related training programs, as I told
Mm-hmm.
you before. The,
Okay.
and we From that school, we want me affiliating with major journalism school. We want to conduct some programs and from outside the country too. And additionally, we also plan to launch and activate our international edition of our media to broaden our work across the globe. So you can also read our newspaper after that.
Okay. So, a lot of action packed things for your scheme in that case. Thank you so much, Shim, for taking out time. So now let me just move on to we have Ayanti Gurusinghe from Sri Lanka. Ayanti is the founder and managing director of Cord360.com, an e-platform which connects buyers and sellers across the globe. Ayanti also has been a UN consultant for developing the national export strategy for Sri Lanka and developing trade policy related work with the government. So, Ayanti, welcome. Good evening.
Good evening,
Hello, can you
Aparna.
hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can
So,
hear you.
all right. So, since you run this e-commerce platform called 360, so how it really affected you? Because it was like normally in 2020, everything was online, right? So, how this COVID thing affected your platform, your business, basically?
Right. First of all, good evening, everyone. And thank you, Aparna, for connecting with Sri Lanka for this webinar. And thank you for the relationship that we have, and all the very best for all the nice ladies in the panel, as well as everybody out there. Happy New Year. Uh, First, for Sri Lanka and like rest of all the countries, it was not an easy time with the COVID coming up and hitting all the businesses across, because Sri Lanka depends a lot on tourism, and then our even our manufacturing industry is dependent raw materials coming from India, China, from all the countries. So it was a bad time for Sri Lanka. Our apparel industry had a very bad hit, and then tourism as well. But fortunately, because I represent the e-platform, we started it before COVID because we felt that that Asia, the South Asian region, needed a B2B platform to connect buyers and sellers. So of course, and that's why Cord360.com was launched, and we were picking up the business well. But with COVID, it really was, in one sense, a blessing, because it opened the eyes of many people to realize the importance of the platform. And we got invited by a lot of parties to come, and so that how they could trade better. Even financial institutions like the banks signed a few MOUs with Cord360 because they wanted to find a platform for their international buyers to go beyond borders when travel was restricted. So in that sense, it worked well for us. And also we had investors coming in for the platform, and the platform picked well. I think one of the lessons learned also is sometimes we always think to do business we need to travel, but now the world has become so small that we could always trade. We could always trade online, and online is just not advertising and selling, but we do value-added services. Things like when you just advertise, we have agents in all the parts of the world, and even if you want personalized services are provided through the agent network. If you want to have your presence in Sri Lanka, then we really guide you. We help you to find the market and then to sell your products. It's just not finding a buyer and a seller, but we do things a little bit beyond. And especially if I was to talk, because there's Maldives here, there's India here. So for Sri Lanka, India is for Indians as well, Sri Lanka is a very good market, because from clothes to spices to everything, we depend so much from India. So there is a good market. And also we work very closely with the Aparna's organization, and they also represent Cord360 in India. So you could always link with Women Shine and link with Aparna as well, because to broaden the scope that most of you have. And it's not so trading is possible through platforms, and we are strong. We are very strong in South Asia as well. And Maldives, I mean, we do a lot of trading, and so a lot of sorry. And also on Cord360, we have a special product called Sela, where it's for women entrepreneurs, and the registration is free on Cord360, and then they could advertise their products and also have a feel of what it is to deal internationally. something. It's raining in Sri Lanka these days. That's why we are all
Okay.
picked up this cold and cough.
Okay.
Sorry
It
about
rained here and also in the morning in Lucknow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit of a bad weather.
You have water. You
and
have water.
no, that's okay. That's fine. So that's how the business is. So for Core 360 as an e-platform, business has been really good. And I'm sure even through these forums, we can really connect strongly and help most of you even to explore your business into other countries, not only just Sri Lanka, but South Asian countries, Australia, even just beyond borders of India. And yeah, as a country, we were hit, but as a country, Sri Lanka also recovered relatively fast, but we got hit by the second wave again. But now there is no lockdown. Life is moving. People are moving, taking all the safety measures. So things are picking up well, I'm sure, for all of us. So it's a matter of staying safe and doing our business and establishing new friendships and partnerships. And I'm sure 2021 is going to be bright for all of us. We think positive, and it's a positive drive.
So what are your future plans for Core 360 this year, 2021?
For Core 360, it is bright because so I also work in my UN, I work as a United Nations consultant as well. So we've just signed, so we are involved in trade policy for Sri Lanka, for industry policy in Sri Lanka. So while doing all this work that we do, we also introduce the e-platform opportunity that everybody has so that they can get involved. So we look at this 2021 is a very positive for Core 360, as well as we have organizations who have come down to Sri Lanka, like you said, who wants to help the community and women more closely and to teach people how to trade digitally. So as I said, it's not only for us, it's not only just about trading, it's about educating people, educating the community, and bringing digital education to women. So we've also we have kept a separate budget, and 50% of our time in 2021, we want to focus in empowering women, buying them also the necessary software like Wi-Fi, broadband facility, so that they could connect and so it's a matter of 2021 will be challenging, but it will be 50%. Our focus will be on very challenging trade and winning deals and establishing connectivity. Other 50% will be on taking time for awareness and creating more strong digital platforms, linking with India much more effectively, and working with the UP government and with our partners network, and maybe with all you ladies there. So yeah, looking at it in a very positive way. And I'm always there in Sri Lanka. If any one of you need just a support to link into the country.
Thank you, Ayanti.
Thanks,
so now we have the other panelist is from the host country, India. She's Dr. Varsha Kumar. She manages 2 franchisees of Javed Habib Hair and Beauty Enterprises in Lucknow. It's known for the immaculate workforce and state-of-art services throughout the city, progressing with an aim to provide people with world-class facilities and services in the blooming fashion industry of hair and beauty. So now here we have this person who's into hair. She manages 2 salons here. So for you, I think this was a major affected sector in 2020. So how was this year for you?
Yes, Aparna. First of all, good evening to all of you beautiful ladies present here, and a very happy new year. And thank you, Aparna, for inviting me to this panel of the beautiful ladies. Thank you so much. So as all of you know, in India, this pandemic has not very badly hit it, but our industry, that is the fashion, hair and beauty industry, is very badly affected by this pandemic. And I must say that year 2020 is the worst year for us. for our industry.
Okay.
This pandemic has changed the face of our industry very much, and we are very badly affected by it. About 30 to 40% of the salons, spa, gym were closed down, or those who remain are still struggling due to the lack of earnings.
Okay.
One more thing I want to tell you all, that this was the one of the booming industry was projected in the for the future in the year 2020-25. It was projected that this industry will have the worth of about $20 billion in the year 2025. But due to this pandemic, the face is entirely changed, and
Yeah.
we are very, very much affected by this industry, and we are struggling very hard. And the challenges what we are facing, should I tell you one thing?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. I think we are the service providers. So we used to provide the services, and these services are not possible without the touch. And that is why the people used to stay away from the salon and spa, because touch is the highly risk factor for the infection of corona. And second thing is that our services are not the necessary services. They are not they are not very much necessary for the people, so that they avoid easily. They don't want to come to the salon for these services. And the one of the most important factor which is responsible for the downfall of this industry is that our business is totally based upon the wedding seasons, festivals, and the family functions. And these wedding seasons are postponed for the indefinite time. Family functions, people are not doing the family functions. Gatherings are avoided. So therefore, our business is very much affected. And but these situations are badly affected us, and we realize that the safety and hygiene should be the main priority for us. Our sector is very much unorganized sector, and we are not. We realize that there should be a change of the work ethics. We should change our work ethics also, and we've worked in this direction. And we started doing the educational programs for the our staff. And I want to tell you all that the cosmetic brands and the product companies, they helped us a lot during this period. They provide many educational programs on the Zoom. They provide tutorials for the staff, and also they help us with the all the safety tools. Like they used to provide all the safety disposable goods and the masks, sanitizers, and all the things. So that now gradually we are improving. Our business is slightly growing up, and I hope in future, very soon, we will cope up with all these things and come back to our original business volume.
But with the kind of like numbers has been increasing down, no? Like it's been increasing very few. Maybe it's been adding to the list of again people affected in corona. So now how you are coping up? Like because you must have thoughts of some plans for 2021, right?
Yes.
So what are your plans? How will you try to really counter these things, no, so that it doesn't affect your business also?
Yes, as I told you, Aparna, we are affected with this pandemic just because of that. People are afraid of coming to the salon because we are not very much organized, and we don't have very educated staff. So we are working on it. Now we are providing the many educational programs for the staff regularly. We are teaching them. We are providing some good training classes. And one more thing, we are also communicating with our clients also with the help of the social media and other means of communication. so that we can develop faith with them, or so whatever the fear is there in their mind, we just want to remove it and make them aware that we are now equipped and we are now ready to serve you
With
with
all the
all
safety
the
measures.
safety
Yeah.
measures, and we are also following complete hygiene protocols like regular sanitization and all the
Yeah.
means of safety protocols we are following. So I hope ki, now it's become a new normal for us, and very soon we will cope up with this, all these things.
All the best, all the best. In fact,
Thank you, Parna.
beauty is something which cannot be done online, no? So this is the thing
Without
which is really,
touch.
yeah. So that we have to
Yes.
come, interact, meet
Yeah.
people. This is the actually this worst affected area. Because
Yes.
otherwise, everything we can do online, correct? But not this
Yes.
salon kind of thing. So one has to visit
You have
the
to
salon.
visit. You have to make your physical presence. That is why
Yeah.
this sector is badly affected.
Actually badly affected. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, now apart from this, you are a businesswoman, the women entrepreneur, but still you are active in other social activities as well. So can you just
Yeah.
tell some briefly about that?
Yes, Aparna. I am also associated with the Women Social Work Organization, and it's an international organization, and which is working for the poor and needy people of the society. So, in this pandemic has also affected very much affected to the socially and economically to our society. We as a social worker, we women together, we are working towards the in all the multiple fronts for the society, like social work, for the social support we are giving, financial support we are giving,
Okay.
health guidance we are giving them, and by this way we are giving a small contribution to the society.
That's lovely. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. So
Thank you,
now, if
Parna.
I thank you. Now, if I talk about myself, in fact, like how was year 2020 for me? So even I fully agree with everybody over here that everybody got something or the other opportunity in this bad time, right? So like Sheb also got this opportunity. Everybody got this opportunity. So it's similarly, I also got this opportunity in this bad times. So I think this is really, it's been a blessing to me. It's a blessing, a blessing in disguise for me that I started this Women Shine magazine during this tough times. So I also had a lot of challenges initially, but then slowly we are up by 8 editions now. So now things are, now this Corona thing has become a part of life. We are adapted to new normal now. So then I think because of whatever, like we were totally indoors. So because of this, what to do at home. So I started this magazine. So it got good response from across everybody. People really loved it, and they are loving it because of the contents and amazing liners which we have. And so I really wish everybody who's watching it that please visit Women Shine, subscribe. It's a subscription, is free of cost. Read the pages, read the articles. They're lovely articles. It's so interesting, inspiring stories we have published. If you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to do something, there's so many fields which we have covered in our magazine. It's not only just, we don't talk about just only one thing. We talk about women on all aspects. So one must visit the website and read the wonderful articles. So this was all from me also, because and now even I have got good plans for this 2021. I hope I'm able to execute them properly, but yes, it will be a mix of online and offline things. So a lot of things coming up which I will not unveil right now. It will be there subsequently in subsequent months. You'll be seeing what all things I have planned for this year. So yeah, and I really wish everybody all the best for your plans for 2021, whatever you have. And I know we have faced a lot, but yes, we found good opportunity from it. I think that's the best thing which one should do with a positive attitude. And may we all execute our plans in this year, whatever we have thought of. And I think let's sign off from here. Cheers to health, happiness, and prosperity in 2021. A very happy new year to everyone from my side. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
taking out time.
Thank you.
Because it's,
Thank you,
it's-
Aparna. Thank you,
Thank you,
Aparna.
Aparna. Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
It was great meeting all of you.
yeah,
Lovely
thank
meeting you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.